Connor, since you're the only offensive guy up there, we'll have to ask you the question. You guys a little bit fired up to fight off the naysayers and the dissers from last year that the offense kind of let everybody down?
Yeah, definitely excited for the first game to get to prove ourselves. We've worked really hard through the offseason coming together, so we're excited to see it come to fruition. Offensive line-wise, got a lot of camaraderie, a lot of confidence going in this game. We've had a great camp. I think Clayton looks great, so, yeah, we're excited.
Connor, on a personal note, you've played many different positions on both sides of the ball, and here you are sitting as one of your co-captains of this team. What's that mean to you?
Yeah, means everything to me. Honestly, it was the biggest honor I've ever gotten, and I think that it shows that if you keep pushing and you have the right attitude, anything can happen. Excited to lead this team, and I think I can do a good job because I've seen it from both sides. And I've seen it from a lot of different perspectives. So.
Big news with one of your former teammates, Trevor Siemian, got the QB1 job in Denver. It's the fourth most trending term on Twitter nationally right now. So wanted to get your thoughts on the big news with Trevor.
I texted him and said, and told him to get a haircut. So but good for him. Good for Trevor.
Yeah, definitely he's a competitor. We've known that since he's walked through the doors here. But Trevor, Ibrahim, they've all, been doing great jobs in the league and just really representing the Wildcats really well. So proud of those guys.
Definitely, I'm a little biased. Trevor's from Florida, so got a little personal pride there. But definitely happy for him, and I expect him to, always be Trevor. He always the same guy, even killed and ready to work. So I'm pretty sure he'll do great.
Matthew and Anthony, for both you guys, you kind of set the tone for the season last year with the win in the opener over Stanford, and the defense had a tremendous day. Do you look back on that and say that's the kind of game that did set you up for a good season, and do you hope to carry that over into this year and come up with that kind of a game?
Yeah, I think just this year, last year that was great. Stanford, tough opponent. But this year it's a whole new year. We've been trying to make sure that we find an identity for our defense because we aren't the same as last year. We have different strong suits, and honestly, we're just trying to build that camaraderie as a defense to, just have a name for ourselves this year because we aren't the same as last year. It's a different team.
Definitely same thing. Like Matthew said, last season was great, but we have to come ready to play this year, and we can't look back at Stanford and say, that's how we want to play. We want to set a new standard this year, and obviously we didn't get the big goal, which was to win the Big Ten championship. So we're going in with that in mind this year.
Both defensive guys, what do you guys see from Western Michigan on film offensively? I mean, do you think that maybe they're as dangerous as some of the Big Ten teams you're going to face?
Talented. they have depth there. One of the top receivers in the country, quarterback's pretty good, and their relationship is pretty well. I've been watching them for months now, and just figuring out how I'll match up with the receivers and that type of thing. But they're definitely a Big Ten caliber team. One of the top in the MAC. So we can't take them easily, and that's been something we've been harping on all camp. It's just approach it and respect the team. Approach it like we'll approach any other game.
Definitely the same thing. We have to come in with the mindset that we're facing a Big Ten opponent. They're going to come out ready to play, and we have to come out ready to play. And they have weapons all over the field, as you said. Corey Davis, and the quarterback's really good. Also, all three running backs are really good as well. So we have to be ready to play, and I'm pretty sure they're going to be fired up. We have to be fired up too. This is the home opener. We have to be ready to go.
I got two. First one for Matthew. Coach said at Media Day that there's an interesting story about why you switched to number 11 that we need to ask you about. And then the next one for Anthony. Backup quarterback, they bring him out in some Wildcat packages, baby Flacco. What did you see of him? And it was pretty different from his older brother.
So number 11, I've just been waiting for it since my freshman year. My father's birthday was November 11th, which is 11/11. And it's just that's something I wore in high school, and it means a lot. Just I'm a reminder when I look down, it's just all my family has come through and all we've been through, and it's really the reason why I play the game. And that's just to have fun and be out there for my boys, but also to represent who I am. So really it's just a representation of what I've been through my whole life and my family.
Yeah, we've been watching film, and we see when 13 comes in, he's more of a running quarterback. I'm pretty sure they're going to come out with a little different packages and stuff for him to throw the ball a little bit more this year too. But definitely, matchup problems. He can pull it down. He's very aggressive with running the ball, so we have to be ready for that as well.
Anthony, do you think that you'll, especially with Montre, just kind of getting his feet wet, follow Corey Davis? I know he lines up in different places.
We're still putting in a game plan, so not exactly sure yet, but I guess we'll see.
I knew Fitz wasn't going to answer stuff like that.
Follow up on that a little bit. What's Saturday going to be like for Montre? It's his first game. You talked about Western Michigan's got some offensive weapons.
Yeah,
What's it gonna be like for him?
he's excited. I could tell you, since he stepped foot in the door, his goal has been to become a starter, and he's trained like a starter. So he's excited. He's ready to go. He's played special teams all throughout the year last year, so he's got that experience under his belt. But it's all about just keeping him calm and really just having him trust in his abilities because he can go out there and play. He's definitely one of our top corners here, and all mad love and respect to him because he's a great player.
Matthew, did you lobby for the punt return job? You used to return kickoffs. Is this something you're really looking forward to?
I haven't had the opportunity to return punts since high school, so it feels good to get the ball back in my hands. But honestly, it's just an opportunity to really just get on the field and provide a different perspective for the team.
Anthony, with all the preseason accolades you've gotten, you feel like you're going to be somewhat of a marked man as far as their offense is concerned? They're going to be concerned where you are on the field?
I think Coach Hank does a great job devising a plan where to keep all the linebackers free, and the defensive line do a great job of keeping us clean, and that's half the battle right there. As long as the big guys up there, you got to keep them happy and feed them a little bit, and they get the job done for us. So that's the biggest thing, and I'm pretty sure I won't be coming in as a sleeper anymore, but just got to go out and play the game, I guess.
It looks like Solomon Vault's transition to receiver has gone pretty well. I see him, listed with the first team. What do you guys see from him as a receiver?
Solomon, Marcus, both of them, made that transition. But Solomon specifically, he's been doing a great job, just working on his hands, working on getting in and out of routes. But his athleticism just takes over once he gets the ball in his hands. He's so explosive and elusive that anything can happen. So just excited for him, especially to get the opportunity to just have the ball in his hands more often.
Same thing. You see Solomon Vault and Marcus McShepard, all dynamic players. Can catch the ball in space, make somebody miss, and go the distance. So just to have that, that threat out there, and can't really stack the box anymore to stop the run. So to have that one-on-one threat, and all of our receivers now can basically go deep. It's gonna be very fun to watch this year.
Matthew, you said earlier that you spent the offseason looking for an identity for this year's defense. What is that identity?
I guess we'll see this opener. It's something that really builds upon the whole season. It doesn't just happen, and it's really in the toughest time, in our toughest battles, how we respond. That our identity will come out. So I guess we'll see. We're not exactly sure yet, but we're trying to come out there and just be some dogs, honestly.
Connor, can you give us a little bit of an analysis of where this offense is from January till now? How have they gelled, chemistry, et cetera?
Yeah, I think that in January we were all disappointed about overall how we played last season. So we kind of came together and made a decision that we were all going to work hard. There was no really clear-cut leaders at that point. I think we all just took it upon ourselves that to work hard. And then naturally, throughout the offseason, kind of leaders emerged among the offense. Clayton definitely had a big voice among the quarterbacks, receivers, running backs. Myself, Eric Olson, some other guys, some other stars on the O-line started taking a lead role up front. And then out on the perimeter, guys like Austin and Andrew Scanlon, they really emerged as leaders of our team. And then so through winter workouts, we kind of we got in shape. And then spring ball, we competed with the defense. We saw, hey, we got something here. And then summer workouts, we hit a lot of PRs in the weight room and came into camp with a lot of confidence. I think it carried over, and we had a great camp. So, but we haven't done anything in a game yet. So we're waiting. We're looking forward to Saturday.